Well, Cooper, we're welcome back into WJR, the Sportscaster.com show. Johnny Kane's still at his hair appointment, can't make it. So we're going to continue our journey as hosts.
Yep.
And we got a new conspiracy theory.
Ooh.
We had Gabe Loper last time. He brought in the 2002 Western Conference Finals.
Phenomenal.
A great series. Talked about up until now, we're in 2025. Pretty good stuff, but we're going to get fishy with it.
Ooh.
Cooper, what's going on next?
Well, we got Giovanni coming in with a hot topic discussing Michael Phelps. Now, Michael Phelps, obviously known as probably, if not the greatest Olympian of all time, most gold medals, I believe. But when you're the greatest at something, people are going to question your abilities or how did you get so good? You know, talking about Tom Brady being, the last pick in the draft. Well, how's he so good? Is he bionic? Is he this or that? Well, then when they talk about Michael Phelps, does he have gills? Can he breathe underwater? Is he the fastest man alive? Yes, he is, especially aquatically. Michael Phelps, fish or not, Giovanni has got it for us.
What's going on, Sportscaster.com? My name is Giovanni Moceri, and if you have a moment, I'd like to share with you a little theory I've been thinking about. It's been on my mind for quite some time. Now, my background is in swimming. High school is where I spent a lot of my time in the pool, where I gained a great appreciation and admiration for the sport of swimming, and especially towards the sport's finest. The greatest Olympian to ever live, and in my personal opinion, the greatest athlete to ever live and grace competition, Michael Phelps has become the apple of my eye lately. And with his dominance in the 2008 Beijing Olympics, where he became the first and only athlete to be awarded 8 gold medals in a single Olympics, it got me thinking, and it got people thinking at the time as well. Back in this rest of the summer of 2008 and beyond, some theories started to go around about how is this humanly possible? Could 8 gold medals be achieved by a normal human? Or is it beyond humanly possible? Could there be a little bit of marine life swimming in the veins of Michael Phelps? And that theory zoning in on perhaps an addition of dolphin DNA. Stay with me for a little bit. It sounds far-fetched, but let me key you in on some of the findings that some of us have to spark such a theory. So I direct you to the footage here from Discovery Channel. During Shark Week, they gave Michael Phelps a dolphin-like fin that goes on both feet, and it gave him much more of a balanced, much more competitive competition with a simulated great white shark. Now, I know it's not a dolphin, but you still get a sense of one of the best predators in the deep sea. Of course, the best, greatest, if we're putting it in sports terms. But you take a look at the footage in the race between Michael Phelps and a simulated great white shark with the addition of a dolphin fin, becomes much more competitive. It's in the ballpark. It makes you raise an eyebrow of like, wait a minute. Could the missing link to his true DNA, the dolphin fin, bring him into competition of marine life? So that's one step of the theory. The other step of the theory is just the fact that he's won so many gold medals and so many races. He almost always seems to have the edge over his competition. And some of his competition has been neck and neck with him. I zone in on the 100-meter butterfly in the 2008 Olympics, his 7th gold medal. It was won by a photo finish. 1/100th of a second between Michael Phelps' gold and the silver of second place. And it happened in countless events, maybe not as close to that kind of photo finish, but he just always seems to have an edge. There's other swimmers that are in the ballpark. They're only within about a stroke or half a stroke. When you look at through the whole human race, all those swimmers are that close to Michael Phelps, but they just can't beat him. Could that little bit of an edge be due to just enough, not much, not anything too altering, but just enough dolphin DNA perhaps to increase the lung capacity? And perhaps when you look to his size 14 feet, which is our next item of interest, his general physique, the size 14 feet and such strong legs proportioned perfectly for swimming, at least when you look towards the kicks. His wide wingspan is its own mystery, but not quite the same comparison to dolphins. They don't quite have a 6'7" wingspan, but still, you look to his feet, the principles between that of a Dolphin's kick and Michael Phelps' Dolphin kick are the same. Increase the surface area per stroke to push as much water as possible. That's the general principle. And with Michael Phelps' gargantuan flippers, similar principle to that of a Dolphin. So I leave you with this, Sportscaster.com. Could Michael Phelps be a Dolphin? Maybe just enough to get that edge over the competition, resulting in a treasure chest of gold. We'll see you next time.
Giovanni Cooper. I mean, he came out here with the hottest take of them all.
Yeah.
A crazy conspiracy that sounds ridiculous, but he had some facts behind it to back it up.
Sounds a little fishy.
It sure sounded fishy. Is Michael Phelps out there in the ocean eating squid like a dolphin? No, but he could have some of those DNA tendencies that Giovanni was able to bring up. What are your initial thoughts? What's your initial breakdown?
You know, to channel my inner Stephen A. Smith, I'll back up the mic a little bit. But blasphemy. I mean, we're talking about men. We're talking about fish. We're talking about fishmen. I don't think any man is a fish. No, I don't see any gills. Obviously, only in a Speedo. That's ribs, all right? That's not gills. He's not breathing underwater. Maybe it's a cover when he's swimming and he's going like... But no, I definitely don't think he's a fish. If he were a fish, he wouldn't have won 8 gold medals in 1 Olympic Games. He would have won 16. He would have no silver or bronze medals or 4th or 5th or 6th, 7th place finishes. He would be just raking in the gold medals willy-nilly. Is he the greatest Olympian of all time? Yes. Is he the greatest swimmer of all time? Yes. It's not even a debate. Mark Spitz, no Ryan Lochte, no other swimmer is coming close or touching Michael Phelps. Is he a fish? No, he is not. Carter, please take it away.
Well, you know, here on WJR's Sportscaster show, we like to have fun. We like to bring different perspectives into something. And I think this topic in itself is a completely different perspective. It's something we're having fun with. And overall, is he a fish? Is he not a fish? That's not for me to judge. Jaws coming.
I mean, Jaws is coming, but let me tell you something. If Jaws were to come after Michael Phelps would escape, no doubt about it.
So does that mean he has gills? Does that mean he's a fish?
Oh my God, that's contradicting. No, I just think that he is the fastest human alive. Humans trump great white shark. I think that on land, I could beat up a great white shark. Now, on land and in water, Michael Phelps is taking Jaws. This is a fun soundtrack. I really like it. Shout out to Steven Spielberg. You gave us an absolute gem. But Carter, such as we just talked about with the Italian stallion Giovanni, you know, fisherman, I think it's a little far-fetched. Similar to what we actually just talked about with Gabe Loper, I know that he's a little out of his prime competing in the 2012, 2008, 2004 Olympic Games. But with all this technology today, obviously using AI to do funny little things and TikTok and Instagram, how do you think that this whole narrative, this whole conspiracy theory of Michael Phelps being fish or not be portrayed in today's society?
It can be brought to life. And that's what we're seeing on TikTok, on Instagram, of course, all over. You can even make it look like it's real with the things AI is doing nowadays. So I think it's a more fun conversation. I think it has some more wheels now than it ever did before, just because of where we are at as a society overall, pretty much. So look at that. We're taking this topic, we're taking it to another level. And, you know, we're getting down to the nitty gritty of Michael Phelps. No, he's not a fish, but we're having fun with the conversation. We're bringing some other things to life. And that's what this show is all about. It's about seeing different perspectives. It's about seeing the perspectives of young and upcoming sportscasters. And that's what Cooper and I have brought out of Gabe and Giovanni today. And we had a great time doing it. That's going to wrap it up for WJR's weekly radio show. We filled in for Johnny Kane. We had a great time doing it. And thank you for listening.